Welcome back, League Nighters. We got another pitching video for you. I know you guys have been waiting for that one. So we got Jamie back with us. He's gonna show us how to throw a screwball today. So stick around, we're gonna check it out. We're gonna get this thing going. Let's go. All right, so screwball, tell us a little bit about what it is. I know we've gone over this in a previous video, but just quickly remind us, like, what does a screwball do? What is it supposed to do?
Okay, so the screwball, if you're pitching to righties.
Yeah.
As
a lefty.
As a lefty,
yeah.
It's gonna come inside first and then tail away.
Yeah.
So think of it, when you're a pitcher, it's away from your glove side, so your hand side.
Yeah.
So, and it's always gonna tail away.
Yeah.
That's basically it. It's gonna confuse the batter, especially from a lefty.
Yeah.
But it's gonna break outside, so they might get jammed.
Yeah.
But if you pitch it maybe inside, it'll tail even farther outside.
Okay.
So it's definitely a pitch that you won't see a lot.
Okay.
So it's very advantageous if you can master it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great pitch to have in your arsenal.
Cool. All right, so tell us a little bit about grip, how you throw it, your release points, all that sort of stuff.
Okay. So my main grip and really my only grip is seams, and then thumb is on the bottom seam.
Okay, bottom seam there.
And then the way I kind of know if I'm holding it correctly, I can put it on my side.
Yeah.
And I'll use my thumb right here to just kind of toggle it, and I'll just know that I have the right grip without even looking.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, if you just want to look, put in your glove, just take a look like pitchers do, but just make sure you have this tight grip.
Okay.
Okay, so just here, thumb here.
So you want it really securely in there.
Nice.
You're not like super loose with it.
Not loose, secure.
Okay. Especially
if it's, I don't know, a little rainy out, misty, windy, conditions aren't perfect.
Which we get a lot out here.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. It's nice to just have that tight grip.
Yeah.
And then you could just kind of, like I said, use this thumb as like a way to know. See, I just kind of toggle it.
Yeah.
And then you have what you need right there.
Cool.
Okay.
So when you're like releasing that thing, I know because I've seen you do it, you got a little bit like a flick and you kind of taking it with a little bit of an angle. So show us a little bit about what that looks like as it's like coming up your side here.
Yeah, so over the last couple of months, I've kind of developed a new kind of release point.
Yeah.
As I was telling you before, it's grip and release.
Yeah.
That's the most important. So instead of just holding it straight and throwing it like this, which will work.
Yeah.
I kind of start the ball this way.
Okay, so you're like
straight.
Twisted back just a little bit.
I go towards the right. So if you're a righty, you're gonna do it, I'll just show you. Same thing here. You're gonna go it that way.
Got it.
So it's just that way. But what I do is, like I was telling you, I hold it this way already, so it's kind of cheating. So I already have a lot of spin coming off automatically. But then if you really flick it, it's gonna get a lot more spin rate.
Got it.
So you can start here, but twist it this way, right? And then you can really come back and get.
So you get a ton of it like this.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, because that's that. I know a lot of guys have done videos on this before, but it's that Magnus effect where the more spin it has, the more it's gonna push to whatever direction you're trying to
So
get
if
it
you want to just start to do it like this, and twist and twist and twist, but then eventually, once you get it, start it twisted this way all the way, and you're gonna get more spin rate.
Got it.
That's the key. Spin rate, just like in baseball.
Yeah.
We're talking about spin rate.
All the
it
time.
Works.
Yeah.
And it confuses the heck out of the batters.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So, okay, cool. Anything other that we need to know about this pitch before we start going out and like showing you like actually doing it? We're gonna do some slow-mos and stuff.
I would just practice straight up first and then eventually just kind of twisting it like I said. But you could just start on the mound, practice just stationary, just getting the grip correct and getting the release correct so you're comfortable enough to really get the
so you can get that
spin.
that big flick into it.
Yeah, that's
cool. So just kind of little at a time, titrate up, straight, little more.
Exactly.
Cool.
Okay, so again, I'm gonna start. My thumb gives me a nice idea of where my hands should be on the ball. So here's the grip. I'm just gonna start with a straight throw just to kind of feel it out. See how it's tailing like that. And then again, just gonna throw another straight one tight grip and release. Okay, so through 2 of those, now I'm gonna actually just angle it this way to start and get more spin rate on it. See how it spins a lot more? Because I started with the grip instead of this way, I twisted it this way. So what you could do is 2 things. Just throw one from there, and you want your hand and wrist kind of just follow through. Make sure you follow through. And now I'll do one, same thing, I'll twist it, but this one I'm gonna get really much farther back. So same thing, twisted, farther back, really spin it, and it literally went from right to left exactly where I wanted it. So if you can master just the straight one and then slowly start twisting your hand this way, it'll be way better. Okay, so getting back to the grip and release, this is my strike pitch. So I will throw this pitch 90% of the game, but keep in mind, when you're pitching it, you want to go either inside, down the middle, or outside. So you kind of have like 3 zones you want to work with. When I throw it inside, it'll usually fall for a strike. If I throw it down the middle, it might break to the outside on a right side batter a little bit. So that could be for a strike 3, or they're just gonna try to swing at it. If it's way outside, that's more of a fool me pitch. Probably not gonna fall for a strike. So just keep that in mind. Inside, middle, and then you can just kind of throw on like way outside, see what happens. And that's it, just go inside, middle, outside, 3 basic zones. Always throw for a strike, and then if you want, mix up the height, 2 strikes, go a little higher and deeper. You could throw one shorter, but you could always use this pitch no matter what. I'm just gonna throw my strike pitch, just have an 0-0 count. I usually start on this side of the rubber for a lefty. I'm just more comfortable here. So that's gonna land for a strike and nail the camera. So now I have 2 strikes. So what I wanna do is I'll probably move back a little bit, and I'm not gonna throw the same exact pitch. I might throw a little higher or more down the middle so it tails. So maybe he'll go for that one, maybe not. So now I have 2 and 2, and I'm gonna go for that strike pitch again. Close. But what I really wanna do, like I said earlier, is get this rotation started here. Get in a nice, comfortable set with your legs or knees bent. Get it back and you'll see it, boom. So make sure you grip it tight, turn it, release. Also, you can move. I like to start here, I said, but sometimes you can move around on this side of the rubber. See where it comes in. It's gonna come in differently. If you get that for a strike, I'd say move back and then really start here and get it really far back. Really turn it far back. It's getting a little windy, so having that tight grip is really important. I might even start here if I'm falling short. See how it's just going in. Now I'm gonna go one down the middle so it tails away. See how it goes away from the batter? Then I'm gonna move back a little even further, twist it inside, right for a strike. Last 2, I'm gonna really tighten this one up as a full count, so I really want to get it this way. If you want to disguise it, you can too. You can go like this so they don't even see it. And it's really going to come in inside. And this one I'm going to stand back again. I'm going to go on this side of the rubber and go inside again to see what happens. Boom. And one last thing I just wanted to talk about was make sure you have the right foot forward, or the correct foot forward. So as a lefty, I have my right foot forward. This way, I don't really have to use my arm as much. It's just gonna be a natural kind of feeling. So right foot forward, and just push a little bit. If it's windy, give it a little bit of oomph. I do see a lot of people starting on the wrong foot. So sometimes I see lefties starting this way, and it's a lot more difficult to throw naturally because you're really using your arm and you're not really using your body correctly. So if I'm kind of like pushing it like that, which is totally wrong. So make sure you're on the opposite foot forward, little bend in the knees, just get comfortable, and it should just be an easy. So as a righty, I see this is the correct way, right? Opposite foot forward, bend, super easy, right? I see a lot of righties start like this, and it's a lot more difficult and a little bit more awkward to just kind of throw it. So basically, make sure you're in the right position, opposite foot forward. It'll make your pitching life way more easy.
We're going to take a look at some of these pitches from Jamie here in slow motion. So you're going to notice a lot of these are starting towards the middle of the plate and sometimes even a little inside, but then they're moving towards the outside of the plate for a right-handed batter. So again, you watch this thing just kind of starting right up the middle. If I was the bat here, I would think, okay, this pitch is right down the middle. This is a cookie. But then as it goes, you're noticing it's moving all the way outside to the very outside corner of the plate there for a strike. Now, some of these you're going to notice are going to start in a little different place. So this is one of those outside pitches that Jamie was talking about, where it starts out on the outside third and then moves all the way over and is actually hitting just on the line of the left-handed batter's box. So again, these are designed to fool the batter. So when the batter is up there, they think they know where that pitch is going to end up, but then it actually ends up a little farther away than they originally thought. This is just going to really help that game of inches on the barrel of softball bat, where everybody knows if you miss that sweet spot just by a little bit, you're not going to get the full power you're looking for, or you're not going to be able to hit it exactly to where you want to place it on the field. So what he's trying to do here is manipulate how you're hitting the ball. So if you miss that sweet spot just by a hair, that's the result he wants. So that ball's either not coming off with the same velocity or it's not going in the same direction, and he's able to pitch you into his defense and basically take the advantage away from the batter. Because we all know in slow pitch, it's generally easy to hit, not so easy to pitch. So what he's trying to do is just get that advantage back into his corner.